Okay, it's 7:30. Let's go live.
Yep.
Okay, I think we are live now. Okay, hope everyone is able to hear me. Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome to Naukri Learning session for today. And the topic is how to choose your digital marketing profile and prepare for it. As digital marketing has become an inevitable reality for companies in an increasingly digital world, it has also emerged as a great career choice. Companies these days are focusing on their online visibility, and digital marketers are, of course, in high demand. However, as someone who is starting out in this field may really get confused in regard to all the diverse roles and profiles that are there, and might not be able to understand how to navigate through them. And so we thought the need for today's session, keeping that thought in mind. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome Ankit Gautam, our speaker for today. He's currently heading the brand and marketing at BYJU's exam prep as Associate Vice President. His 10-year experience spans across ad films production and digital distribution, performance marketing, brand positioning, and perception creation, along with other ATL and BTL activities. So as you all know that there's a live chat box on your right hand side, and you can just post in your questions about digital marketing as a career, and we will try to take them up, take as many questions as time permits at the end of the presentation. And so please don't forget to share your questions. And without any further delay, let's get started. Over to you, Ankit.
Thank you. Thanks, Niharika. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the session. I hope this is helpful for you. The idea of this session is that I introduce whatever digital marketing profiles exist in the market right now, and आप कैसे तैयारी कर सकते हो उस digital marketing profile के लिए अपने लिए, and how can you also progress in the career for that. Also, we'll talk about few of the interview questions that you can expect and what are the kind of answers your interviewee is looking for when they ask you these questions. So I see 37 people live right now, but there are only 7 likes on this YouTube session. Please smash that like button. Press that like button. Also share it with other people that you know around so that more people can join this session and can benefit from it. So before we start, I'll give a brief introduction about myself. I am Ankit Gautam. I have been in the world of digital marketing for roughly about 10 years now. And I started my career as a digital marketing person. So I've not done anything else. Also, a fun fact, I am a biotech engineer by my qualification. So I've not had any degree, any certification before jumping into digital marketing. I hope that is something that motivates you guys. There is nothing essentially that you need in order to become a digital marketing person, just the basic understanding of what the market is like and how we can move forward. Guys, there are 42 people on the chat, but I only see 7 likes. Please, please, please like this session so that more people can benefit from it. Also, I'll explain why am I asking you to like this in a different section of this presentation itself. So as we move forward, there are various types of digital marketing. And what I've done is I've segregated it into various categories. Please don't be afraid to ask questions during the sessions, after the session, whenever you're comfortable. So first, understand this, these segregations in digital marketing are not set in stones. When you go and talk to different people will have their own understanding of how digital marketing is structured. But this in general is a very generic way of looking at it. बहुत ही आसान सिंपल तरीके से I have put across various things under different buckets, जिससे हमें समझने में आसानी होगी, जिससे हम अपना करियर स्टार्ट कैसे करें वो डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं और करियर में आगे कैसे बढ़े वो वाला डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो फर्स्ट एंड प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव, मार्केटिंग का क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है? मार्केटिंग का या ब्रांडिंग का ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है कि हम अपना ब्रांड मार्केट में लेकर के जाएं, लोगों को अलग अलग मीडियम से वी शो आवर ब्रांड, वी एक्सपोज आवर ब्रांड टू द पीपल, we find different ways by which people can engage with the brand, and then we want people to take certain action. Either we want them to get really deeply involved into our product, either we want them to do a free trial for us, we want them to walk into our store, we want them to buy our product digitally or avail our services. There are so many actions that users can take. And why is digital marketing important? Digital marketing is very important because it has high conversion rate. It is very fast. Like, I put an ad right now and I will have hundreds of people seeing it in the next 5 minutes. It is also something which maintains your brand, because now everyone has a smart device. Everyone is on Facebook, everyone is on Instagram, everyone is here and there. Online to sabhi log exist karte hain almost aajkal. So that's why it's very important for the brand to be out there. It's cost effective. It's much cheaper than giving an ad on a TV or even running a print ad. And it is also something that requires a call to action. Okay, so let's move a little forward. Let's try and understand what are the different categories of digital marketing and how we can explore these categories. First, understand what is content marketing. Content marketing essentially is giving out information to people. Everyone right now digitally is present because they want some or the other information. कुछ ढूंढना है, अच्छा चलो गूगल कर लेते हैं, अच्छा नई रेसिपी देखनी है, चलो यूट्यूब पे नई रेसिपी देख लेते हैं, आज न्यूज क्या है, चलो ये वाली ऐप देख लेते हैं, आज हमें जॉब्स ढूंढनी है तो चलो इस जॉब पोर्टल के ऊपर चलते हैं. Everything, every information that a user wants exists online. What is our job as marketing people? Our job as marketing people, as digital marketing people, is to give them high quality and useful information, जिसका ऑब्जेक्टिव है लोगों का कॉन्फिडेंस गेन करना. And if you see on the right side, there's a very funny, hopefully relatable meme जो कभी ना कभी हम लोगों ने कहीं ना कहीं इंस्टाग्राम पे या फिर फेसबुक पे या व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप से फ्लोट होते हुए देखा था, जिसमें लोग पूछते हैं who are we, what do we want. So essentially that's the story of digital marketing also. What do consumer wants? Information. And what should we give them? We should give them high quality and useful information. And how do we do that? We do that by content marketing. Now, content marketing is primarily divided into three categories, and we'll go over them. Our first primary content marketing activity, which is to provide information. Information can be given in multiple formats. You can write blogs, you can provide ebooks, you can design interesting infographics, आप videos बना सकते हो, आप quizzes दे सकते हो, you can have a lot of data sheet depending on किस type का content आप specialize करते हो और आपके users को चाहिए. Search engine optimization is something which is very, very important in content marketing. सबको पता है SEO के बारे में, सबने सुना है SEO के बारे में. SEO का क्या मतलब होता है? जो आपके सर्च इंजन होते हैं, जिसमें गूगल सर्च आज सबसे पॉपुलर सर्च इंजन है, वहां पे अपनी वेबसाइट को हाई रैंक करवाना, so that more and more people can come and visit that, more and more people can consume information from your website. So this is search engine optimization. I am not going to talk a lot about it. On the same YouTube channel, you can find the session called as Building Your Career in SEO as a Beginner, a step-by-step guide by Mohammed Javed. He's taken a beautiful 45-minute long SEO content marketing, where he talks about on-page optimization, off-page optimization, what are the various things you can do in on-page SEO optimization, what are the various things you can do in off-page SEO optimization. जितने भी इंटरव्यू रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस हैं वो जावेद ने वहां पे आंसर करें आपके. एंड आफ्टर दिस सेशन, व्हेन यू कम बैक टू दिस वीडियो, we'll have an I button link somewhere around here in this corner of the screen, जहां से आपको उस वीडियो का लिंक मिल जाएगा. We'll also put it in the comment section in the description of the video so that you can understand SEO from there. What I will go over and what I'll move towards next is social media marketing. Now, content marketing mein social media marketing is something which is very, very important. See, something you have to understand about digital marketing is that digital marketing is a very, very fast evolving फॉर्म ऑफ मार्केटिंग। जो चीज शायद आप 3 साल पहले करते थे वो चीज आप आज ना करो, और जो चीज आप आज कर रहे हो वो अगले 4 सालों के बाद शायद आप ना करो, बिकॉज थिंग्स हैव इवॉल्व्ड इन सच अ मैनर कि हमें अपनी मार्केटिंग स्ट्रैटेजी भी उसके हिसाब से बदलनी पड़ती है। Facebook was really not that big in 2008, 2010. But in the last few years, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, Quora, all of this have become really, really big and really, really important. Why? Why have they become really, really important? They become really, really important because इससे पहले क्या होता था, ब्रांड सिर्फ एक एंड प्रोडक्ट बन के रह जाता था लोगों के लिए। लोगों को कोई दिक्कत होती थी, लोगों का कोई फीडबैक होता था, had they had any sort of any information or anything that they felt about the brand, they could never communicate it to the brand. But now, because of social media, the brands can reach out to their consumers directly, and the consumers can reach out to the brand directly. This, in general, has helped evolve a lot of brands, a lot of products in a way which is becoming more and more helpful. So, brands can now provide things that consumer need from direct consumer feedback, and consumer can tell the brands what they need by the use of social media. So, social media marketing is something which is very important. It is something which is very significant, and every brand in the market right now is doing social media marketing or is coming on social media marketing. If you know of a brand which is not highly present on social media, that's a great entry step for you. Reach out to that brand and tell them what you think you should do for their social media, and they'll be very happy to hire you. But take it, let's move on. Let's figure out what do we need to do in social media? What are the kind of questions that come to us in social media marketing? So, social media marketing essentially is a method by which the media companies, they promote the brand, or they promote the product, or they promote the content in terms of whatever the users want. They make it a little bit more fun, they make it a little bit more quirky, they make it more relatable to the people. Now, social media is divided into two parts. Understand this. This is very, very important. One is, what do you do on social media organically? Second, आप social media पे pay करके क्या क्या चीजें कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? As social media marketing people, or as social media experts, or even as someone who's starting out, it's important for us to know the nuances or the aspect of both the things. Now, when you talk about social media, I'll go back to the first thing that I said in this presentation. It's very, very important for us to give valuable content to the people. Now, how do you look at valuable content on social media? If you're talking about Instagram, which is very popular right now, everyone from the age group of 16 to perhaps age group of 24, 25 may have a social media handle right now, and they prefer interacting with the brand on social media on Instagram. So how do you go about making a brilliant social media profile? That is, आपको एक बहुत ही important, बहुत ही अच्छा, a great informative image बनानी है। साथ ही साथ आपको उसमें एक अच्छा कैप्शन लिखना होता है, और कैप्शन के साथ आपको राइट हैशटैग देने होते हैं। आपको अच्छा इमेज क्यों बनाना है? क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया पे लोग स्क्रॉल करते जाते हैं, करते जाते हैं, करते जाते हैं, करते जाते हैं, जहां पे उनको कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग और अट्रैक्टिव दिखता है वो वहां पे रुकते हैं। Hence, you need an attractive and a gripping image or a video that can hold people's attention. Second, engaging caption क्यों? भैया उसने इमेज देख ली, लेकिन उसके बाद इमेज का मतलब क्या है, आप और क्या करते हो? Write that in your caption, because that's the second thing people will read. And third, ask them to take an action. Either ask them to share it with someone, ask them to like it, or ask them to save it. ये आप फेसबुक पे भी कर सकते हो, ये आप इंस्टाग्राम पे भी कर सकते हो, और भी बहुत सारे सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स है जिनके आप ये चीजें कर सकते हो। आप बहुत सारे सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स इसी तरीके से एक्सप्लोर करते हो, बट कोर हार्ट सोशल मीडिया का यही है, एक बहुत अट्रैक्टिव इमेज हमें डालनी है, उसके साथ बहुत अट्रैक्टिव हमें कैप्शन लिखना है, और साथ में राइट हैशटैग्स ढूंढने। Now understand this, there are a lot of tools in the market that can help you do this better. Keep a track of your competition also in order to understand what type of image, what type of content you should put on social media, what type of caption, experiment around that. And then there are tools that can help you generate the hashtag. They are hashtag generators. आप search करेगा Apple Store पे या Google Play Store पे, तो आपको बहुत सारे tools मिल जाएंगे। आप एक डालेगा और उसके सराउंडिंग वो ट्रेंडिंग हैशटैग बता देगा. That helps you with the organic discovery of your content as well. It's very, very important. And then comes the third and the most important thing, the primary thing of social media, which is meaningful engagement with your users. आपके यूजर्स कमेंट करेंगे वहां पे और आपको उनके यूजर से इंटरैक्ट करना है, आपको अपने यूजर से इंटरैक्ट करना है. यूजर्स आपको बताएंगे कि आपको आपके उनके सोशल मीडिया में आपकी सोशल मीडिया में उनको क्या अच्छा लगा, क्या नहीं अच्छा लगा, क्या चाहते हैं वो, और इस पोस्ट के बारे में आपको और बताएंगे. तो आपको बहुत वैल्यूएबल फीडबैक मिलते हैं यूजर से डायरेक्टली ऑन सोशल मीडिया. सो इंटरैक्ट विद देम इन द कमेंट्स, लाइक देयर कमेंट, रिस्पॉन्ड टू देयर कमेंट, सो दैट पीपल आल्सो फील यार ये डेड ब्रांड नहीं है, यहाँ पे मेरी बात सुनी जाती है, मेरे मेरे वर्ड्स की कोई वैल्यू है. Whatever I do, howsoever I engage with, the brand also responds and reacts. And this is very important because these are the key metrics that you should also look at in social media, which is how many shares you are getting, how many saves you are getting in terms of Instagram and Facebook. And then the secondary metrics are how many likes are you getting, how many comments are you getting. Okay, guys. I hope this is helpful. If this is helpful, please like this session. And if you know someone, आपके आसपास है कोई जो social media के बारे में जानना चाहता है, share this session with them. And I hope you guys understood what I did by asking you to do it. I'm asking you to do a call to action, and I'm asking you also to interact with this session so that YouTube can even further organically promote this session. If you as users see value in this session right now, YouTube will push this session for more users. So interact more and more with this video. Put in your comments in the live chat, like the session, share it with people so that it organically grows. And whenever you become social media marketing people, make sure that you also ask your audience to like, share, subscribe, take tangible actions. So now talking about social media, what are the positions that are there in the market? What are the basic requirements? What are the type of questions that you can expect? And few pro tips when it comes to Instagram or social media marketing. I'll primarily talk about Instagram because it's one of the biggest social media marketing platforms right now. Facebook, unfortunately, or Meta, has reduced what brands or people can do on Facebook organically. Inorganically, आप बूस्ट करके पुश करके बहुत सारी चीजें अचीव कर सकते हो आज भी फेसबुक के ऊपर, बट इंस्टाग्राम ऑर्गेनिकली थोड़ा ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया. ऑल्सो इट्स मोर फ्रेश, इट्स मोर यंग, इट हैज मोर ways of interacting with people, so it's a little bit more significant when it comes to social media. So first, if there is any internship, if you're starting out in your career, if you're a college student, if you're in the beginning of your career, do not be afraid to take an internship. Internship gives you so much of an experience in social media. It's very, very good. Also, there are a lot of entry level jobs which are social media associate, social media managers, which have 0 to 3 years of work experience. Any brand would be happy if you have these 6 basic skills when it comes to social media. One, which will be more towards the brand side, उनका काम है whenever you want to join an organization, you have to understand उस brand का objective क्या है. वो भी समझाएंगे आपको, पर आपको भी समझना पड़ेगा थोड़ा रिसर्च करके ब्रांड के बारे में कि उस ब्रांड का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है, वो ब्रांड एग्जिस्ट क्यों करता है, यूजर की कौन सी प्रॉब्लम वो ब्रांड सॉल्व करता है. और यही कहीं ना कहीं हम किसी ना किसी तरीके से कम्युनिकेट करते हैं अपने सोशल मीडिया हैंडल के ऊपर भी, एवरी पोस्ट में. शायद डायरेक्टली करते हैं, कुछ में बहुत सटली करते हैं, कुछ में उस इंडस्ट्री के इनसाइट्स लेकर के हम पोस्ट बनाते हैं और उसको आगे प्रमोट करते हैं. Second, you need to have certain visual and verbal understanding, which is अगर आप हिंदी में सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट बना रहे हो, इंग्लिश में सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट बना रहे हो, तो यू शुड बी एबल टू राइट बेसिक कॉपीज. आपको थोड़ी बहुत वहां पे चीजें आनी चाहिए. आपको विजुअली देख करके समझना पड़ेगा कि ये ग्राफिक अच्छा है नहीं है, ये लाइन जो लिखी है ये कैची है नहीं है, लोगों को समझ में आएगी या नहीं, लोग रिलेट कर पाएंगे या नहीं कर पाएंगे, लोग उसके बाद एक्शन ले पाएंगे या नहीं ले पाएंगे. तो ये कुछ बेसिक चीजें हैं जो आपको समझ में आ जाएगी. A great example to look at it would be if you look at Zomato's Instagram handle, you'll instantly understand what kind of brand they are, what kind of activities they do. उनकी सारी चीजें कहीं ना कहीं खाने से रिलेटेड होती है. दुनिया में जो कुछ हो रहा होता है वो उसको खाने पे ला करके रिलेट कर लेते हैं. So that's a great social media case study that we also do. Copywriting skill, your basic graphic designing skills is something which is required out of you. It's not 100% expected, but आपको आनी चाहिए. If you want to set yourself ahead in the market, आपको आनी चाहिए. और कॉपी राइटिंग के लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. बस समझो ऑब्जेक्टिव पोस्ट का क्या है, क्या अचीव करना चाहते हो, ब्रांड क्या अचीव करना चाहता है, उसको शॉर्ट और इंगेजिंग फॉर्मेट के अंदर डालो. उसमें एक कॉल टू एक्शन डालो कि आप क्या चाहते हो, लोग क्या करें, सेव करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट करें, लाइक करें. ये बोलो लोगों को करने के लिए, एंड लोग करेंगे. आप उनको बताओगे तो करेंगे, और आपके मेट्रिक्स वहां से ड्राइव होंगे. ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग के लिए आपको कुछ मेजर सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है. एक बेसिक कैनवा का टेम्पलेट बनाना सीख लो. समझ जाओ अपने ब्रांड की विजुअल लैंग्वेज क्या है. ये चीजें आप लोग बेसिक करोगे, विच इज वेरी वेरी गुड इनफ. Basic video editing skills, and you can edit videos on Instagram, you can edit video on iMovies, you can edit videos on Window Movie Maker. बेसिक वीडियो एडिटिंग स्किल्स आपको जरूरी होनी चाहिए, सीखने आनी चाहिए. कि मतलब वीडियो के ऊपर मैं थोड़े से ऐसे चमकीले सितारे डाल दूं, या फिर ये कैप्शन नीचे बड़ा बड़ा लिख दूं. These are the basic video editing skills that is required. It's not something that we as brand marketers 100% expect कि आपको आनी चाहिए, but अगर आपको आती है तो that sets you a little bit apart from other people in the marketing domain, and understand the basic trends in the market which are there. Very quickly, I'll skim through.
Ankit, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. So, we actually thought of doing the session in both English and Hindi so that it caters to a wide audience. So, some people
Right.
have posted that they want the session to be in English. So, I guess we can continue like that.
Okay, cool, perfect. I'll
हाँ
continue primarily in English, and I'll keep it very simple English for everyone to
हाँ
understand.
हाँ हाँ sure no worries.
Cool, perfect. Okay, so coming back to social media, what are the kind of questions that you can expect in the interview? These are very basic questions. These apply for the intern and for the social media marketing managers also. Whenever you're applying for an interview position, see, social media is out there. Please do your research. So people will ask you basic questions like, what do you think about our social media presence? What do they expect in an answer is that tell them whatever different platforms they are present in. In the first few slides, I've shown you all the social media platforms where a brand can be present. So you can talk about where they are present, talk about at the frequency at which they are making posts, and how would you like to optimize it. Mostly a lot of brands don't post very often, so tell them that you would ideally like to make at least one post a day, or one post in 2 days. You'd like to post one reel in a day, or one reel in a week. Tell them about the new trending ideas, which is like, I who are we? Digital marketing people. What do we want? You saw that meme, right? That's called a meme marketing. Talk about the latest trends like meme marketing. Talk about the latest things that exist in the market, so that brands can leverage that and relate that for the brand. So latest things is what people want on social media, and your job is in while giving an interview is to tell them how they can leverage that. Talk about the new features also that social media platforms have launched. So if you talk about Instagram right now, Instagram reels from a shorter format have become to 1 minute longer format. Instagram stories are becoming more and more popular. Instagram stories now have started giving the option of writing captions over there. So understand these new things which are coming up in the market. And if you understand this, you do a little bit of research around it, people will come and very happily hire you. Interactions, are the brands interacting? Brands may be posting a lot, but brands may not be interacting with the people. So tell how they can boost their interaction also. And always focus on the bio, because once people have interacted on your post, they will go to your bio page and they'll try and figure out, Acha, this post is great, but what does the brand do? And that is why you have to optimize your bio. You should also understand what numbers to track, because that's a very important question in social media. You should track at what rate are your followers growing, how many posts or reels or videos of yours are getting shares and saves, and how many likes and comments do you get on it. We should also talk about social media boosting, which is the paid part of the campaign. It's very, very important. It's very, very significant, but I'll be covering that to a slight extent in the paid advertising format. Um, in terms of organic, I would recommend you follow two people. They are the, in my experience, no biasness, but these are people who have helped a lot of brands and me personally in order to keep on the trend in terms of whatever is happening on social media. That's Adam Mosseri. Adam Mosseri is the head of Instagram. He very beautifully explains about every new feature Instagram launches, what is the impact of it, what is the hack around it, and how you can leverage that. And the second person is InstaCoach Mike. InstaCoach Mike is an Instagram influencer. He helps people build their social media profile. He has gazillion hacks in terms of how you can, from various industries, improve on your social media profile. So before going for any interviews, do follow these two people, spend a few hours understanding what are the latest trend in the market, and these guys would help you. But your own research of your competitor, of whatever brand you're interviewing for, do a little bit of understanding of their competitor, and you guys are gold. You guys are solid. That is all that is expected from a social media marketing person. We'll talk a little bit about the paid part also, but I'll come in later. Second thing that we talk about is the video. Now, understand, guys, it's evolving, and it's evolving at a pace that we can't even keep a track of. In India, YouTube, India is the largest and the fastest growing market right now. More than 2 billion people on this planet are on YouTube per month looking for some or the other information. In India, at least 225 million people regularly access YouTube, and that's approximately 16% of our population. So, that's a significant number. And YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google search. There are type of keywords where people have completely replaced Google search and they have gone to YouTube. How to is a very popular Google search video. How to build a social media marketing profile, how to find a social media, a digital marketing course, how to make a potato salad, how to has taken the world for revolution. So people are referring to YouTube videos, people are referring to videos for a lot of content consumption. The whole part of making a video is that high quality videos and informative videos are very immersive. People don't just see the written content. It's replaced the blog post, it's replacing images, because video people can see what is happening and people can follow it step by step. People can pause whenever they want, people can go back to whenever whatever instance they want. So video is very important, and as every digital marketer you should understand about video marketing. Now video marketing is on two part. What is the second coach that you said? Sorry, Ria, I'm taking the live answers also right now. You can access the presentation a little later also. It will be available to you in the recorded format as the YouTube session. So feel free to go over it over and over again. And guys, if in case you have just joined the session, we are talking about content marketing, social media marketing, and especially video marketing right now. So please like this session, and share it with the people that you think it will be helpful to. In terms of video marketing, there are the two primary concepts that we should be looking at. One is video production. How do you construct high quality videos? So always start with a bang, start with like a sentence or a session that people would be interested in order to follow you throughout the session. Give them an index of whatever you will be covering in your video, and make high quality video. Use a little bit of video editing skills, a little bit of jump cuts, zoom in, zoom out, zing bang. People like that kind of bumpiness. Use that and you're solid in video production. I understand it's a skill which most of the brands, most of the agencies have specialization in, but understand how to structure the content, because that is your job as digital marketing person. You define the strategy of it. And then comes in the second part of the video marketing, which is video distribution on YouTube. Whenever you're doing it on YouTube, which is the primary source of video distribution, it basically describes about what should be the thumbnail, what should be the title of the video, what should be the caption of the video, what should be the various hashtags that we use in the video. So these are very, very important things that help with the video discovery, that help with engagement, that help with longer retention of people on the video. So what are the type of questions that people can also ask, even in social media or in YouTube marketing for you, which is how do you write the metadata on YouTube? Metadata means the name, description, and the tags. These are three very, very important things. People see these and then click on the video. And then when they see the content is valuable, only then they stick around. The more you can ask people to stick around into the video by giving them valuable content, the more successful you will be on these video marketing platforms, on these social media platforms. Make people stick. That's the important part of it. And ask them to take an action. So if you've joined the session, you've not liked the session, you've not posted your comment, please do that right now. Like the session. Um, Second important thing is, how important are the catchy thumbnails? Thumbnails are extremely important when it comes to YouTube. People see hundreds of video on YouTube, hundreds of thumbnails. If yours is not catchy, if yours is boring, it's going to lose you that one user, and that one user will lead you to 10 users. Those 10 users will lead you to hundreds, and hundreds are going to lead you to millions of users. So always make your thumbnail very catchy. uh, how do you keep a track of it? YouTube Analytics or YouTube Studio gives you an idea of a metric, which is CTR, click through rate. Every digital marketing person should know this. It's the bread and butter of digital marketing, which is the clicks. Click through rate is something which you should always track for your YouTube videos, thumbnails, and ensure that it always improves with the passage of time. Improve your design quality, improve the type of content that you're providing to people. So guys, this kind of covers everything that you need to know in terms of your social media marketing, in terms of your video marketing. We're going to move on to affiliate marketing, paid advertising, and then I'm going to slowly skim across email marketing, instant message marketing, audio marketing, in-product marketing, and a little bit about analytics. Okay, cool. If there are any questions, we will be taking that at the end of the sessions also. So guys, talking about affiliate marketing. Now, what is affiliate marketing? We've so far discussed social media marketing, where brands go out and put in their product in the market through social media handles, interact with the people. It can be in form of static, it can be in form of video, it can be in form of short videos, in form of Instagram Reel, YouTube Instance, or it can be form of a longer video format also, which is like larger videos on YouTube or through anywhere. What is affiliate marketing? Now, affiliate marketing is something which is a little different. What in affiliate marketing, you basically tell someone else, not as a brand, but someone else, to sell your product or to give information out about your product. And you commission them, you give them certain incentives in order to sell your product. Basically, these people work like your own sales team for your product, and they give you conversions. Now, conversion ka, what do we mean by conversion? Either A, they can drive traffic for you. They can ask people to come and visit your website. They can ask people to come and visit your store. They can ask people to buy certain product. Second, they can ask people to register on your website. They can ask for people to register on a portal. They can ask people to do a free trial of your product in case it's a paid product, or they can directly ask people to purchase your product by giving them certain discounts or talking very deeply about your product. So there are different type of conversion the affiliate marketing channels can drive for you. There are so many types of affiliate marketing that it's very, very hard to cover all of that. But what I've done is I have covered the primary affiliate marketing things which are currently trending and which are very important for a lot of brands right now. And these are also the things that you would have heard of in the market, so it's easier to relate to. So talking about affiliate marketing, even though a lot of people categorize this as a different form of marketing, I personally think it's a form of affiliate marketing, and it is when you look at the definition of affiliate marketing, which is influencer marketing. A lot of people are there on Instagram. A lot of people are there on social media. A lot of people are there on different platforms that we have on YouTube, on Meesho, on different social media platform, Takatak, a lot of places. Now, these people have gained popularity on the platform by doing certain things. So there are a few comedians who are there on these platforms. There are Bollywood actors, there are cricketers, there are musicians. There are even people who are like you and me, who come, who just expertise in, who have built expertise in one thing, and they have become really, really popular. A great example of that would be when you look at cooking channels. Nisha Mudhalika is one of them. She's a humble housewife who has made herself really big by just sharing recipes. She's not a chef. She doesn't run a five-star restaurant, but she is a home cook who helps people get the basic of the cooking right. But she is an influencer. She influences the way people have perceived cooking or people have perceived things. So influencer marketing is very, very important. A lot of brands integrate with influencers in order to promote their product. And this is very important for us to understand that the influencer should be a right fit for your brand. And influencer, whatever target audience they have built on their social media handles or their otherwise presence, should be a major overlap with what your target audience is. So, to give you a few examples, if you look at Anushka Sharma, if you look at her Instagram profile, she's tied up with Laveen World, which is a bag brand for female. These are economical brand for bag, not very high end, not very expensive, but these are very, very popular, very nice, chic, classy bags for everyday women. And Anushka Sharma promotes that. Anushka Sharma is the influencer that is promoting Lavi as a brand. When you talk about Virat Kohli promotes a lot of fitness brand. Virat Kohli promotes a lot of things. So here, Virat Kohli in the image you can see is promoting Herbalife, which is a nutrition brand which talks about to how to get healthy, fit life. This is influencer marketing. You get influential people on board and you ask them to promote. Now, influencers are divided into various categories. There are nano influencers, which we basically call as people who have 2,000, 3,000 followers. Then there are micro influencers, people who have roughly around 10,000 followers. Then there are major influencers, people who have 100,000 followers. And then there are really big influencers, which are people, their influencers, their followership ranges in millions. So like you look at Anushka Sharma right now, this post has about 5.5 lakh likes, 5.5 lakh interaction, 1,796 comments. God knows how many shares and how many saves. So these are very, very important social media metrics. Influencer marketing is very important. How do you figure out what type of influencer to go for? You figure that out by understanding the kind of content the influencer is doing. Would your audience also be interested in that? And then go ahead with that influencer. It's very important before signing an influencer to understand their engagement rate also. What we call is that if the engagement rate is 10%, which is their follower is to their recent few posts average, like, comment, sum total of all of this. If it's less than 10%, then that's not a very, very good influencer. But if somewhere around 14-15%, that's a good influencer. And if you've found someone who has the overlap with your audience and has an engagement rate of around 20% or higher, that influencer, please get them on board. They are absolutely right for you. They hold that sort of influence on their target audience, and that is something which is going to help your brand fly. It's one of the key things that we do in terms of social media marketing also, and to get your brand out there in the market. Very important thing when it comes to digital marketing strategy. The third thing that we're going to talk about is the e-commerce marketing. So an affiliate is something where you list your product, where either people can talk about your product or platforms can talk about your product, and you incentivize those people. So you sign people like Anushka Sharma or people, other influencers, Virat Kohli, Yashaj Mukhate, these type of influencers, Kusha Kapila, Malika Dua, a lot of these type of influencers. By giving them certain money, a lot of other people you can also sign on a commission basis, which is, oh, if you do my sale for 100 rupees, every 100 rupees that I make through you, I'll give you 20 rupees. So that's a revenue share model. A lot of people work on different type of models. Usually it's a hybrid model where you give them a fixed cost and you work on a revenue share model, depending on the kind of influencer that you work with. Similarly, on affiliate also, you can list your product on a lot of websites, which are these listing websites. You can list it on Amazon, you can list it on Flipkart, you can list it on Nykaa, you can list it on Snapdeal, you can do it on Meesho. There are so many places where you can list these products. And how they normally work is they take a commission for all the sales that they make for you. They will take a 10%, 15%, 20%, 5%, depending on the kind of negotiations you do with the platforms and their standard rates. They can sell the product for you and you can make money out of them. It's very, very significant if you're working on any e-commerce platform. If you're working on a consumer-centric brand, which is, let's just say, if you're working in fashion, you're working on clothing, you're working on food, you're working on apparel, you're working on any kind of these consumer-related things, e-commerce platform become very important for you. It's fairly simple to get registered on this e-commerce platform. It takes about a week to week to get registered, start listing your product, and then understand how to rank yourself better. Find the right keywords, make sure your product photos look really, really good. Um, Make sure you're also, if you want, pump in a little bit of money so that you get that rating, you get that review, ask people to review your product so that, organically these platform also start bumping. So again, give people valuable content, ask people to interact with your content in form of feedback, in form of an action. And whenever you're doing that, every platform will push your content higher, will push your product higher, and you will reach more people, which is the primary objective of social media marketing and any form of content marketing, any form of affiliate marketing, any form of marketing. Okay. This primarily is your e-commerce marketing, getting registered on e-commerce platform, striking a deal with them, which is a commission-based deal, promoting your product on that by great visual, great captions, great product details, great product reviews, and converting those consumers into customers. Third thing that I'll primarily talk about, and I'll also skim through, is paid advertising. Paid advertising primarily is divided into four categories: your search ads, your display ad, your video ads, your audio ads. There are also virtual reality ads, but unfortunately, they haven't really kicked really, really well in India, but hopefully soon. Like I said, digital marketing evolves at a very fast pace. Virtual reality marketing could be the thing in the next 3 years or next 5 years. So you don't know. Everyone has a device. Everyone has a big device now. So you may start seeing people with virtual reality marketing. Augmented reality is something that people have been doing, but we are not going to talk about that a lot of things. Um, sure. So when we talk about digital marketing, first primarily thing is the search ad. So search ads is essentially when you go on Google search or any of the search engine. Primarily India, everyone is very comfortable with Google. Internationally, people use Yahoo and Bing also. There are a few other search engines, but in these search engines, the primary key thing to understand is keyword. What are the keywords that users are looking for? So that you put those keywords in Google Ads, and then you start ranking higher. You put in certain amount of money on that. You put in your bid strategy. We'll talk about all of this a little bit. But understanding the search engine marketing platform at the back end, Google Ads is very, very important. Search ads, they are simple and they are easy to understand and very, very easy to build your career on also. So Google Ads, they're very important. Second comes in the display ad. So every time you go visit a website, as you can see on timesofindia.com, I was on a cricket page. And because I was doing search around a lot of apparels for a holiday that I may never go to, but these are the kind of apparels that showed up. So I could see a lot of shirts, I could see a lot of pants. These are the kind of things that I went to. And look how beautifully they have captured different patterns. They have captured winter wear, they've captured shirts, they've captured formal wear, they've captured t-shirts, they've captured trousers, and not just all kind of men apparel. They're also giving me a 40% off and an additional 15% off. This is what we do as digital marketing people in paid ads. We give people the hook to come and purchase with us. So we play a lot with discounting also, which is there in digital ads. All of this is available on Google platforms. You can very easily go and explore, and I'll help you guys understand how you can do that. Then there is video ad. Every time you go to YouTube, if you don't have an ad blocker, if you don't have a premium account, most of the times you'll see a video ad which is there. So over here, it's funny because it's a WhatsApp ad running on YouTube. So this is an ad which is very, very important for brands to build awareness, brands to build traffic. All these things happen on these video ads. There are also audio ads, which I'm going to talk about in the next slide. So what is the objective of paid advertising? Objective of paid advertising is to get high quality, engaging users. And how do you understand high quality? People who engage with your product, people who stick with your product for long term. If you're Zomato, you would want to get people who can place 20 orders in a month for you. If you are Naukri, you would want to get a user who would want to check more profiles or more job openings with you. If you are a food brand, if you are a cosmetic brand, you would want people who would want to try more cosmetic products. So these engaging long term people who can become your potential customers, people who can potentially buy things from you later on. Because almost at the end of the day, everyone wants, if you're spending money on getting users, you want them to pay also. So they can become your potential customers. How do we do that? We first understand A, what is the objective of the campaign? B, what is the budget that we have? C, very crucial, what is the audience that we want to target? It's digital marketing. You can pinpoint the audience to everything that you want in most premises, but you can narrow it down to very, very precise and accurate targeting. Then understand the bid. By bid, I mean, at times it can be super expensive to get your user, it can be super cheap to get your user. So understand that right range that you want to operate in. And then final thing is result. Measure your result, measure everything that happens in the middle, measure whether you are able to drive that objective in that given budget or not. Is that the right audience for you or not? Is that the right bid for you or not? And tweak them a little here and there, up and down, so that you get that right balance and you can sustain it over a longer period of time. In digital marketing, irrespective of whether you're doing content marketing, whether you're doing SEO, whether you're doing social media, whether you're doing video, affiliate, influencer, e-commerce, anything, it's important to measure everything. When you're throwing an ad out there, measure what is the click on those ads, what is the CTR. When you're showing a YouTube video, measure what is the click, what is the conversion, what is the average time spent of the video by a user on that. Measure it so that you can build and you can learn from it. Second, understand the budget. If you're pumping in money, do not overspend. We digital marketing people may spend crores of rupees, but at the end of the day, every 10 rupees also matter, because that's the difference between getting the right user versus wrong user. And that is something that is going to make you more successful in digital marketing. How frugal and how careful can you be by spending money? Third, understand your audience. Irrespective of whatever you're doing, try and interact with your support team. Try and understand the kind of comment people are leaving on your social media handles. Try and understand the kind of mailers people are sending to you. Speak to your audience, understand who they are really, so that you can build a better content for them. And then place the right bid. This is a bit technical, but this you'll learn whenever you're exploring a platform, and then drive your perfect successful result. Do not be afraid to experiment. Just measure everything so that you do not make the same mistakes again. Guys, regarding what is paid advertising scope, interview questions that you can be looking at: performance marketing or growth marketing associates, these are usually 0 to 2 years, but this is something that you can build a lifelong career on. People can spend years and years, can still stick to paid advertising, and can become really, really big in this. What are the basic requirements? You need to understand Google Ads, Facebook Ads. These are the primary starting points. After this, when you've understood this, when you have a lot of budgets to spend, you start exploring other channels, which is a content marketing channel, a paid widget channel like Taboola or Outbrain or Columbia. Or you explore other platforms like networks, which is, affiliate marketing networks like Criteo, Casale. A lot of these things exist in the market, InMobi, Pubmatic. You'll understand when you get a little bit into it. But the idea right now is to be fresh in this, or very young starters. Second, have basic copywriting skills, because the job of a marketing person is to get the right user at the right price with the right message. Your message is very, very important. So irrespective of a graphic designer writing your content, irrespective of content writer writing your content, always proof check and make sure that that is relevant for the kind of campaign you want to run. You need to have great analytical skills. I have written good, but I'll call it great. And you need to have a good understanding of Excel, because it is playing with a lot of numbers. You have to understand A, how did my creative perform? B, how did my this type of audience perform? C, what is my conversion like? What is my return on investment like? So it's a lot of numbers also that you need to be good with. And there are a lot of tools to help you understand that, but you have to build your basic reports on your own. You have to be good with Excel. Now, fifth thing, you have to be very, very curious. It's a very fast evolving industry. The kind of things Google used to do 2 years ago, they don't do it anymore. So you have to be willing to learn with the platform. And you also have to understand what are the new trends in the market so that you can keep a track of that. Few important interview questions that you can think of: what are the different type of bid strategies on Google? What are the different type of audience that exist on Google and Facebook? So like, what are your custom audience like? What are your similar audience like? What are your lookalike audience like? What is custom intent or audience? What is affinity audience? What is custom intent 2.0? These may sound like alien or very difficult for you right now, but once you start exploring Google, these are the kind of things that become fairly simple. These become our daily day to day. I'll help you understand how to get there also. Third question is, how do you calculate ROI? Guys, this is very important in digital marketing. Everything is trackable, everything is measurable. You are putting in some money, you're putting in some effort. You need to understand what is your return on investment. If you're putting in money, it's fairly simple. What is the money that I have put in? What is the kind of engagement I'm driving? What is the kind of purchases I'm driving, and all these activities around that. And a lot of brands, a lot of companies, a lot of agencies can give you a basic problem that they are facing currently and ask you to come up with an innovative solution. These are fairly simple things to do, not a very difficult thing. So yeah, these are the kind of questions that you can expect in the interview. I'll very briefly skim through a few other things, which is in digital marketing. There is email marketing also. So let's just say you have a registered user base and you want to keep them informed in terms of the new activity that you're doing. So email is really, really great. You send them template, you send them newsletters. I'm sure a lot of you also are on this session because you guys received an email. So email marketing is very, very important. It's very powerful. Again, the same thing. Provide valuable content, understand your right audience, and measure. What do you measure in email marketing? What is the open rate? So how many people did you send the email to? What is the open rate? Make catchy headings or subject lines so that people get more interested in opening the email, and then interact with the email later on further. Then a few new things have come up are WhatsApp marketing, your instant messaging marketing, your chatbot. So let's just say you booked a ticket from Book My Show, or you've booked a ticket, flight ticket or a train ticket through Yatra or Make My Trip. At times when you have a problem, their customer care, when you reach out, there's a chat bot talking to you, which mostly gives you the answer of all the questions that you're looking for. That is your instant messaging marketing. That is something which is picked up really, really well, and it helps a lot of people in digital marketing to convert their users from people who are interested in you to people who are actually consuming your product and buying your product. A new type of advertising also which has come up, it's a translation from how we used to perceive radio as audio ads, because now there are so many platforms that have music streaming in form of Spotify, in form of Ghana, in form of Wink, in form of few other things I'm sure that exist in the market and I can't think of right now and I can't remember. But these platforms play music and you can also hear audio ads. These are the kind of things that we ideally look for in the market. Audio ads are very, very powerful. They are helpful, but usually bigger brands go for it. And then there is in-product marketing, which is a great example is Zomato. When you are not using Zomato or Swiggy for a few days, they will send you a push notification saying, something very catchy, which is, hi, we have a 30% discount for you, or hi, we haven't seen you in so long, or hi, the jalebi order that you placed last time is missing you. Do you want to try something new? These are in product marketing. These are your CRM marketing. You place these messages inside your product to get people deeper into your funnel so that they can even further interact with you. So yeah, this is in product marketing. The eighth thing which I won't be covering is, guys, like I said, in digital marketing, measure everything. That's analytics, irrespective of whether you're doing content marketing, social media marketing, video marketing, affiliate, email, instant messaging, audio, in product, or paid marketing. Measure everything, and analytics is the backbone of everything. If you're working on anything which is website related in form of content marketing, which is blogs, articles, so Google Analytics becomes your bread and butter. There are a few other tools that you can explore for SEO, which are Ahref and SEM Rush. These will help you understand your brand, competitor, a lot of things better, give you meaningful insights and easy to consume information that you can help that can help you understand your content strategy better. If you're working on YouTube, then YouTube Studios will give you numbers like this is the CTR, this is the average retention, this is the average duration spent, so that you can optimize things better. If you're doing social media will give you insights in terms of, how much traffic did you increase, how much like, share, all of this, the metrics that you're driving, that gives you insight of all of that. And everywhere there are different third-party tools also that you can look at while looking at insights. But Google Analytics primarily works as a great platform for a lot of insights. And for whatever social media you're doing, just go to the insight button and they will give you very easy to consume, beautifully designed dashboard. So you also understand every content you're putting out there, what kind of impact it is generating. Okay. So this is me concluding my presentation, guys. How to choose the right digital marketing profile. I've talked about all the digital marketing profiles which are currently hot sell in the market, how you can prepare for it, few interview questions that you can expect. But how do you get to that digital marketing profile? First, you do not need any qualification for it. You could be a BSc, you could be any form of a college graduate, you could be an engineer, you could be an MBA, you could be whatever background you want to come from. Digital marketing is very open for everyone. We are very accepting, we are very loving like that. You need to have few basic skill set that I've discussed over there in order to get into digital marketing. But how can you enhance your skills? By taking online certification. There is no formal education that exists technically for digital marketing other than very few institutes. However, online certifications work really, really well. You can look at Great Learning, you can look at Udemy, you can look at Upgrad, Digital Vidya, depending on the kind of things you want to, the sector of digital marketing that excites you. And you can take their courses. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, depending on whatever you want. Another way, and this is something that a lot of people do not talk about. You want to learn Google, go to Google Skillshop. Google has courses for itself where they will teach you everything about Google. They will teach you Google Ads. They will teach you Google Analytics. They will teach you everything in search ads, everything in display ad, everything in different type of advertising. Take those courses. Those are free and they will help you build the basics. It's even for Facebook, very easy to use platform, very intuitive. But sometimes we need help. How do we need help? How do we get that help that we need? We do that through Facebook Blueprint. That's where Facebook teaches you everything about Facebook has on its platform. So you don't need to take a lot of expensive courses. First, go ahead and try these courses. Build your basic, understand what is the ask in the market, and these courses will get you 60% there. Now, third thing is social media coaches. Like I said, Adam Moser and Insta Coach Mike. These are two people that you can follow for Instagram. If you even start Googling a little bit about a specific question, you can get the answers to these questions through a lot of people who are there. Neil Patel should be a holy grail for anyone who wants to do digital marketing or who wants to understand SEO. His content is out there. He does a lot of free content, which is going to help you so much in acing your career in digital marketing. Second is, if you get a job opportunity to work in an agency, definitely go ahead and do that. In the beginning of your career, you will get to work on a lot of clients, on a lot of type of products, which is going to be helpful. I started my career in a digital marketing agency where I worked on a lot of type of product. It gave me an exposure, which till this day gives me insights of how my career is shaping currently. Second, do not be afraid. If you think a brand is not doing something very well on their social media handle or in terms of their digital marketing, tell them that, guys, this is not this is something you guys are not doing. I think I can help. These are the 3 steps I would recommend. If you hire me, I will do. And those, if you guys come up with valuable insights, the brand will reach out to you and the brands will hire you. And then the last thing is self-experimentation. Don't be afraid. Take out take out a little bit of budget from your pocket also. 100, 200, 500 rupees a month is also great enough to start with. Build your Instagram profile, understand the kind of content you are interested in, the kind of content you have an expertise in and you like. You want to become a fashion influencer, want to become a cooking influencer, you want to become a coding influencer. Provide valuable content to people and do that and pump in some money, and you will see the beauty of social media taking you to heights. And we as brand marketers, if you have a great social media profile, we know that you can take care of our social media. We hire you then and there. So yeah, this kind of concludes the kind everything that I had. Sorry, I took like 15 minutes extra in terms of finishing my presentation, but I'm open to every sort of question that you guys have. Guys, in case you have recently joined the session, this was a complete session on digital marketing profile. What are the different profiles that you can access, the kind of questions that you can expect in the interview, and how do you prepare for those kind of questions? Please like this session and share it with everyone that you have who can benefit from this. So yeah, open to questions. Over to you, Niharika.
Yeah. So ideally, I would have probably said that, we are overshooting the deadline, but I can still see 50 people. So I think I should address the questions and taking forward from where you left. So there were some questions we received at the time of registration when people registered.
Yeah,
They were some pretty useful questions. And like, for example, you ended with online certifications.
yeah.
So there was one question that someone asked that, what if they have done some trainings and online certifications and courses, but however, they don't know where to go from there. So can you give any insight on that?
So, what I would recommend is that please design your profile in a format where it highlights the kind of courses that you've taken and the learnings that you have from those courses. In case you don't have a lot of experience in digital marketing and have not worked on an agency or a brand side, you would mostly be considered for an entry level job. You can find these roles on a lot of job listing portals, apply for them, and highlight whatever you've learned on the course. That is something, those keywords, if you reflect in the job description that were there, and if you know those keywords, if they'll ask like, okay, we want someone who understands a little bit of search advertising, so highlight that you've done search advertising course on search advertising and certification on search advertising. These are the three things that you know about search advertising, which is retargeting, search ads, what is broad match. All of these things, if you mention, the people who are hiring would be confident enough to hire you. So go to these job portals and apply.
Okay, so another popular question that we usually get in most of our topics that we cover is that how a fresher can develop skills, or what kind of work they can expect once they get into an organization, into digital marketing. And there are some people who want to transition, say, from sales to digital marketing, but they don't know, how to make the switch, because a lot of companies ask for experience behind them.
Yeah.
So how can they navigate through that challenge?
So see, digital marketing requires certain niche, a certain understanding of things, which is A, you have to understand if you want to transition from sales, please do take certain certifications for digital marketing. Explore everything which exists under digital marketing and understand which is the thing that you relate to or you are more interested in. So let's just say you like writing content, then apply for the posts which are for entry level SEO content writer. If you think you can do very fun, quirky stuff and you're really witty, you can write short format content, you're good with like smaller videos, apply for the social media marketing thing. If you think you're great with numbers, you can understand analytics really, really well, apply for a paid marketing or a performance marketing role or something that is called as a PPC role or used to be called as a PPC role. So take these courses, understand what you are good at and what you would like to explore, and then apply to these jobs with these specific roles. Make sure whenever you're applying, your sales has certain hard skills, certain soft skills. Make sure that you highlight your soft skills and speak extensively about the course that you have taken and what is required in the job and what you've learned from that course. Highlight those pointers and it will get you an interview.
And any specific skills you would like to highlight for freshers that they should, be taking courses for certifications in? anything of the sort?
I would recommend, just start with the Google Foundation course and the Facebook Foundation course. They will set in stone for you so many things that you don't even have to go out and take a lot of these additional paid courses. And these are courses which are certified and very well highly reputed in the market. So you don't have to go ahead and do anything else. Also, if you're starting out as a fresher and if you really want to do social media marketing, I'd again go and say, follow InstaCoach Mike and follow Mosier. They will really, really help you in order to understand it. This is not rocket science. This does not require a lot of lineage in digital marketing, because everything that we have done 3 years ago has changed into something else right now. So even 10 years of experience right now for me just, helps me make quicker decisions, easier decisions, and lesser failures. But when you talk from a technological standpoint of view, everything has changed. The interfaces have changed, the kind of targeting have changed, audience profiles have changed. So things evolve very rapidly. So start with the basic foundation courses, and they should be very helpful. And as a fresher, if you can find yourself an internship, even if it's an unpaid internship, the kind of exposure an unpaid internship can give you in social media is unparalleled. And always ask for more work whenever you're interning. Interact with the customers. If they ask you just to post on social media, make sure that you respond to all the comments. Make sure that you go to the messages section and also figure out what is happening. So yeah.
Okay, let's come to some of the live questions that we have. So I'll start from the beginning. So someone said that what is, just a second. I think there are so many questions that I'm having difficulty in
Sorry, I'm also
navigating.
looking at the question again.
Which marketing is effective and has a huge career plus for freshers? Is it digital or direct marketing?
Guys, it's a beautiful question that you asked. All the three marketing primarily things that I have mentioned evolve into different things. And it is such a major crossover that you can move from anything to anything that you want. It's very, very easy. If you start with social media marketing, at the end of the day, you can evolve yourself into a brand marketing person who does all these TV commercials, all these large scale video production ads. You establish a brand and its position in the market. If you start with someone who does a lot of affiliate and influencer marketing, you can also evolve into the same structure, which is the brand marketing. If you start as an SEO person, you can evolve into someone who does a lot of digital marketing, paid marketing also. And if you start as someone as paid marketing, it is also something that can, you can stick into that career for 10 years. You can manage a really big team. What essentially ends up happening is that today, if you have 5 lakh rupees to work with, 5 years down the line, you will have 50 lakh rupees to work with. And 10 years down the line, you will have 30 crore rupees to work with. So the budgets exponentially go up. So everything in digital marketing is right now, the things that I have spoken about, very, very effective and can help you build your career in the direction that you want to. And don't be afraid, even if you think you've landed up in the wrong sector of digital marketing, it's very easy for you to navigate from one to the other.
Okay, is learning copywriting along with SEO useful? Does it make sense for a fresher?
Absolutely, it does. Like anything that you learn in life will never go to waste. From SEO, when you write, essentially you're asked to write long format content, right? But how is short format going to help you in terms of content writing is that you'll be able to find the right heading for that. Similarly, if in case you don't want to do very long format and if in case you want to switch to social media, short format content or content writing is definitely going to help you. And content writing will always, always help you, because what content writing does for you, it teaches you how to ensure that the communication flows from the start to the end of the conversation, and how do you structure each of those conversations properly, so that everything at the end of the day, what do users want? They want valuable information. How do we provide it to them in high quality format? What is high quality format? It's structured, it's beautifully presented, and it's easy to understand. So yes, copywriting will always help you.
Okay. How much time will it take for a fresh brand to grow on Instagram? And what should be the 30-day content plan according to you for a fresh brand to grow? Hello? I think we lost connection with you, Ankit. Hello.
Hello, hi. Sorry, I think there was
Yeah,
an
I think
internet
there was a
glitch.
connection issue. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Sorry. So, you asked what should be the 30-day content plan for a social media for a new brand, right?
For Instagram, yeah. Someone wants to know that how much time will it take to grow, on Instagram?
Listen, I'll be very honest, it may take you for forever and it may take you a few days also. Let's be real, let's be practical. The thing is that you have to first set right expectations. Set the expectation that you want to reach 500 followers and in 1 month. You want to make one post every day. Okay, understand your right hashtag. It's not just the content strategy when you're starting out on a social media platform. What you will also have to do is you will have to identify 200, perhaps 200 is an exaggerated number, but perhaps 50 other social media handles where you think your right audience exists. So people will go and be interacting with, let's just say, bad example, but let's just say you're Zomato, you're new to the market, but you understand people are in your same audience also exists on Ghana.com. What you can do as Zomato is go and interact with people on Ghana.com social media. It's a hack. It's not a legitimate method. But what that does is that people start getting to notice, oh, there is something like Zomato also that exists in the market. It may not organically appear. So you have to have a lot of hacks other than the right content strategy in order to grow your brand. Um, Second thing which is very important, always whatever Instagram has launched as a new feature, capitalize on that. If they have made the reels from 15 seconds 30 seconds to 60 seconds, that means they are also pushing that feature, capitalize on that. If they have launched captions in their stories, capitalize on that. The more you do, the more you use product services, more they are also organically going to promote you. And for more things, follow Instacoach Mike and Adam Masier.
Okay. I don't know. We have more questions, but I'm not sure if we have the time.
So
Let me
one more question, Niharika, and what we can do
let's
is, guys,
uh,
after the session, you can leave your questions in the comment section below, and for the next
yeah.
24 hours, I'll answer all the questions that you have over there.
Yeah, I
Okay?
think that would be good because I don't think we are already overshooting. So I'll
I'm
just take.
also happier with that because that increases the interaction on this video, which will get more organic views. So
Yeah.
I'm
So
also implementing
so
everything
you
that
are
I'm
setting a live example, right?
yes.
Okay. One last question. As a fresher, if someone wants to take an experience into digital marketing, should they work for a reputed organization or go for a startup?
Oh, great question. Listen, if you are someone who needs to be taught, and if you're someone who is, uh, it may sound a little incorrect, but I'll be very honest. If you think you're not very highly driven and self motivated, you need someone to actually guide you and help you understand a lot of things. Go for a larger organization. But if you're someone who's very, very willing to learn, who can keep up with the trends in the market, who can do whatever is required of you and extra, a startup is a brilliant place for you to work. Why? Because a startup will give you a lot of exposure, whereas a larger brand may give you things in a more structured manner where your learning will be great, but it will be at its own pace. Startup is a lot of chaos at times, but if you can thrive in that chaos, you'll learn a lot of things.
Right. Okay. I'm really sorry because I won't be able to take any more questions. It's we're already overshooting like crazy. But thanks, Ankit. It was such a nice session. We already started getting positive feedback within the session, which is rare. So the session was great, and even I personally found it to be very interactive, very informative as well. And thank you so much, Ankit, for doing this.
Thank you, Niharika. And thank you guys so much for attending this session. Please share it with anyone you think will find this session valuable and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.